field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? In the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Oakland Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Come on, baby. Let's go!
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
And let's get in them holes.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. On third down, it's Pollard. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd and 12, Greer. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Leo! Hey, seam 6.
Throwing on third down, Greer to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch. But that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Monday. Hey, Mike 51. Rerun.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. They got a man. It's Woods. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Stafford on 1st down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Bring it. Set. 250. Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Stafford forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The kick by Bryant is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gotta do better.
On 1st down, Hines nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. These two teams all tied after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
White's 3, 218, chopper.
Slam. 36.
Now.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They run the counter. Pollard. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now it's Hines. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail, and the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Deron Payne with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Tyler Newsome now. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Run for Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Von Bell up to make the tackle. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tony Pollard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Stafford flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Greer sets to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now a give right side. Hines. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Greer. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford steps away to his left. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Zero. Hey, wahoo.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Throwing is Stafford.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
61, match box, right.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And the Raiders have got him. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be 4th down.
22.
So they will go for it. Stafford. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Set, 280. 0. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Double right. Switch gears. Good on.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kareem Hunt, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only have the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the 1st half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Greystone travel.
Now Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Shoot.
Now a give right side. It's Hines. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd down, Greer going up top for Miller. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Easy, easy. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Set. 15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. We ain't giving up nothing today.
On third down, Pollard, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run again with Hunt. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
22.
From the gun, here's Stafford. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They run again with Hines. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
39-yard line.
Here we go. Watch.
Here's Pollard. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. On third down, Pollard. Pollard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, here we go.
To throw again. Stafford lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
2nd and 10. At the line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Greer. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up 4th down. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
It's a party now. Let's go.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
90, go. Play 57.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
50
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Operating from the gun. Stafford, he's going to rifle one deep, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Let's go, D.
On first down, Pollard. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Haywood.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
From the gun, Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
15 line. 15 line. X3. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. On 2nd down, it's Hines. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and goal, Greer. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now it's Greer. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lorenzo Alexander, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Lions will take over. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford dancing to his left. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
He finds Beckham complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. On 1st down, Stafford here. Eluding the pressure right. And he completes it to Hunt. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, high 7.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 12, and a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Tell me what you want, what you need, tell me what you wanna give.